Hey guys, real quick, only 40% of our viewers are actually subscribed, so let's change that right now. Hit that subscribe button right below. Bucs get the win in the NFC South. So there was a minute here where the Panthers could have seen a Bucs second half collapse put them in first place, but it didn't happen. Bucs win 20-17. They got up early and then handled the comeback attempt from the Cardinals. It was 20-10 in the fourth. A nice little Jacoby Brissett to Trey McBride touchdown got it to 20-17. The Bucs punt, play defense, and force a 4-and-out from Arizona to steal the win. Bucs move to 7-5. Cardinals fall to 3-9.
Yeah, impressive performance from them, if nothing else, because Baker Mayfield played pretty well through that shoulder injury. I assumed the way they were talking, and even Baker was saying, like, I got to be smart if it's the difference between me playing later and being good. Got to protect myself. And you're like, okay, finally, somebody's seen some sense. And Baker's not going to play and risk that shoulder. And then he's out there like snap one, playing and changing nothing. Like, still scrambling, still taking hits, still like putting himself at risk. But it didn't seem to be affecting him at all. He still played really well. He still made a bunch of plays. It was good version of Baker Mayfield. His stat line, I think, should have been better than it actually was. I mean, Chris Godwin drops a touchdown on an absolute laser in the end zone.
That was a 4-point drop, too.
Yeah.
That was a absolute dime from Baker.
Baker played really well, and it was enough to win when the defense held up its end of the bargain.
Besides that drop, I thought, Godwin added another nice element to the offense. Just another dependable outlet. He had 78 yards on just 3 catches. A couple big plays in there for Baker Mayfield. Emeka Egbuka, he overcame a drop. He had his 4 catches. Bucky Irving made his return for the Bucs as well.
And that's another. Bucky Irving is their lead back. During the week, they'd been like, we'll see how he goes, and then we'll go with the hot hand between the 3 of them. And, no, it's Bucky Irving's backfield, and maybe we'll get the other 2 the occasional touch. But if Bucky Irving's good to go, Bucky Irving gets the workload.
And I think it makes sense, man. I know, like, Sean Tucker's got this power element to him, and Rachaad White has been more consistent than he was early in his career, but Bucky's a big play threat. And he didn't break one, and this one had a nice touchdown run. But continuing to feed Bucky Irving, I think, makes a lot of sense and adds some more dynamism to this offense that, is still missing Mike Evans as a big play threat, right? And you hope he comes back, and with Godwin and Egbuka, and now Jalen McMillan's got his practice window opened. They're setting up for their showdowns with Carolina, and Baker's got to play more consistent and cleaner. I thought, again, he played pretty well in this one that the stat line doesn't show, but they need to be set up for those 2 Panthers games. That's what the division's going to come down to.
It is, and that's why, I expected them really to rest Baker in this game. And they didn't, but they won the game even despite that. He played well. They won the game. Buys him a little bit of breathing room.
Another really pass-heavy game script for the Cardinals, 29-40 for Jacoby Brissett. Marvin Harrison Jr. made his return. He had 6 catches. He also left the game early as well with an injury, but looked pretty good in his return. He had a bad miss from Jacoby Brissett, which is a big part of the game. Marvin Harrison Jr. was open for a potential touchdown. Brissett overthrows him. Then they missed a field goal, which I thought was a big factor here. That set up Bucky's 13-yard touchdown, put the Bucs up 17-3, and they never, it got close, but that was a big turning point in this game for Arizona if they were going to pull the upset.
Yeah, they had a couple of sort of mistakes that cost them. There was that. The interception from Brissett was ugly. It could have been intercepted by the first guy. Jamel Dean deflects it to Antoine Winfield Jr., who ends up picking it off. It was bad enough that Jamel Dean might have been able to pick it off himself. So that was pretty rough. The Bucs obviously also got a big man touchdown. The thick six. Tristan Wirfs.
Not a thick 6. No,
that's not a thick 6.
That's a pick 6. That's from someone thick.
It's a big man. A large man scoring of any description?
I don't think so. I think that's only for pick 6s.
I don't think that's true. I think it's just a
300-pounder
scoring a touchdown.
I think it's just a.
We'll have to get a ruling from Mike Golick Jr.
We'll get Golick to. We'll have the Bugler will investigate
again. It's a lot of
add that is what is a we need an official thick 6. It hit my brain too, like thick 6, and then I corrected myself in my own brain yesterday. I was like, that's not a thick. That's got to be a pick 6.
I think it is.
I think it's just a big man touchdown.
I think you're wrong. I know you of all people should be trying to expand the definition.
Not that big. Tristan Wirfs wide open for a touchdown. And then Jacoby Brissett's an interesting quarterback. A lot of intermediate chunk plays that he's created this entire season, really, for Arizona. But they just had an awful game-winning drive attempt. They started at their 9. They got it to 3rd and 2, and just 2 non-competitive incompletions on 3rd and 2 and 4th and 2, and the game was over. Bucs were sitting on some routes, but they just didn't even have a chance. So, anyway, Cardinals fall to 3-9. They continue to lose one-score games, feeling like a team that's better than a 3-9 team, and the Bucs continue to survive, holding on to a half-game lead over the Panthers in first place. Panthers head to their bye, so Bucs have a chance to go up a full game next week with a win.
Yep.
All setting up for the 16 and 18 showdowns against the Panthers.
Yeah, it's a big game. I mean, it buys them effectively the ability to lose one of those games and still be okay, as opposed to, previous, if they'd lost this, they'd have been in dead level with them.
Anything else on this one?
Nope. Thanks for watching all the way to the end of the video.
Check the Mic is live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss a video.
You heard the man. Subscribe.